Hello and welcome everybody. We are talking about reading people's faces, reading people's body language, and Andrew Tate and a recent podcast interview he did with Thethreadguy. And I want to talk about about two different situations. One of them is the guy who did the interview was lying, and Andrew Tate called it out immediately. He did not admit to the lie at first, so he was asking if someone can take a look into it, and that's what I did. I immediately took some notes how I could figure out if it was a lie or not. Later in the video, spoiler alert, this guy admitted to the lie, so he took out the fun by itself. And the other thing is there is an intro which got cut out because it got a little bit heated, and this guy obviously didn't want to have this part in his podcast. So we are talking about the body language of those two, which was my initial interest in this video. So let's jump right into it and let's check out the situation where they was lying. So.
Are you vaccinated? Don't lie to me. No, don't lie. No, don't lie. I did not get the prick. Didn't go to college. Didn't need it for college. Dropped out of college. Since didn't lies. Have nothing. Someone check this out. Didn't have nothing. Point is, I trouble.
So, Andrew Tate calling out a lie immediately. He is a very intuitive guy, which we can dive in another video. How you can see if someone has very good, strong intuition and sense certain things. Obviously, he has a lot of experience talking to people and made communicating his top skill, let's say it like that. Let's check this video out.
The entire world. See it out. Interesting, because everyone says, "Are you vaccinated? Don't lie to me." No, don't lie. No, don't lie. I did not get the prick.
So he does hear something. I did not get the whatever. He's closing his eyes, and closing eyes is a hint for a lie. But to make it clear, never take one thing to say it is a lie, because we can see certain things that make people anxious, but they don't have to do anything with the lie or with what is said, but maybe with the situations. But here he's closing, hint one, he's closing his eyes and he's looking on the ground. So we never look someone into their eyes when they are lying. Children, even we as children most likely did it, everybody did it. And we are looking at the ground, closing our eyes. The look on the ground he's doing here.
Didn't go to college, didn't need it for college.
See, another blink. Looking down is guilt, is shame. When we have the mindset of lying is something bad, so this is ingrained in us, this is our conditioning, and we do it anyways, we feel guilt, we feel shame, so therefore we look on the ground. So closing the eyes, looking on the floor is two hints already for lying. And what he also does, lying is a very individual thing, and lying always goes to where your strengths are, where your core personality is. And he is a creative person, which we can see from his hair. People with locks, I assume they're most likely natural locks, are creative people. He has very thicker lips, which also hints for creativity. And we would have to look more deeper in that, but we can already see just how he's also wearing his clothes. So this is not a straight analytical person. There is some art to it, you could say it like this. So he will most likely lie in a creative way, and he is also a strong communicator. He has the talent of communication, what Chinese face readers would call it. And let's see if we can. And the talent of the communication is, so we would expect him to tell a story, come up with creative things, come up with pictures that he's talking about.
You're a bitch and you pussied out. Are you vaccinated? Don't lie to me. No. Don't lie. No. Don't lie. I did not get the prick. Didn't go to college. Didn't need it for college. Dropped out of college.
So he's immediately telling something, some story, college, and referring to things that don't have to do anything with is he vaccinated or not. So he goes in that department immediately, which makes a lot of sense with his personality. So if we also can look at the beginning, before he starts to answer, he's
point for Andrew Tate being very public. Yeah. Where were you for COVID? You're a bitch and you pussied out. Are you vaccinated?
Watch at him staring at Andrew Tate after he gets asked.
Don't lie to me. No. Don't lie. No. Don't lie.
So if someone is staring, not blinking, there is tension going on. This is a very unnatural behavior. You could make a case for he being intimidated by Andrew Tate because getting into an argument with this guy is most likely you're going to lose it anyways, even though if you would be right and he is wrong, because it's he's just so strong in this department. Yeah, and then
I did not get the prick. Didn't go to college. Lie to me. Travel. No.
We have another thing which sometimes gets in the way of lying when people cross their arms, for example, or they are building a barrier, and he does it with his leg. But in his case, he's just making sure he has a barrier, so he's doing it the whole interview, which is what is not a hint for lying in that case. And there you have it. When detecting lies, you always want to see what is the baseline behavior and what does change in the moment when a question gets asked. And what got changed was he was suddenly closing his eyes, looking down, staring, and that's something we most of the time don't get from him.